Hey, how's it going, everyone? So, I'm in the mood for pizza, but a pizza with a twist. I'm thinking something savory, creamy, sweet, and spicy all in one slice. So, I settled on this sausage ricotta hot honey pizza. Oh, yeah, this is going to be awesome.
All right, let's start with our dough. Pretty standard. We have about 1.5 cups of water that we've warmed up to between 110 and 115 degrees. To that, we're going to add a packet of active dry yeast. If I can get it open. There we go. Along with 1 teaspoon of sugar. Just going to give that a stir. And we're just going to set that aside until it gets nice and frothy. Okay, next we have 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour. To that, I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt. And just mix that in. I'm going to go in with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, our yeast is now activated, so we're going to add that mixture. Okay, we got our dough hook attached. Just going to mix everything. Take the dough out. Floured surface. Now we're just going to grease up a bowl. Dough right in there. And we'll let that rise for about an hour and a half. Alright, so while the dough is rising, we'll turn our attention to our Italian sausage, give that a nice sear. So we have our pan at medium heat. We're just going to add some oil. And the key here is we're just browning them. We're going to let them finish cooking when we put the pizza in the oven. So, all right, we're going to just set our sausage aside for when we add to our pizza. Just going to add a layer of flour. All right, our dough has risen. We're just going to give that a punch. I love doing that. So we only need half of this, so we're just gonna and we'll save the other half for another day. We're then just gonna stretch out our dough. Alright, we have our oven preheated to 475 degrees. I put a pizza stone in there. If you don't have that, you can use a sheet pan, just throw it in there as well. But if you have a pizza stone, I'd recommend it. Right now, our pizza is ready. We're going to use some olive oil. That's going to be the base of the pizza. So, I'm just going to Next, I have about a cup of shredded mozzarella. I'm just going to add that. I then have a half a cup of ricotta cheese. I'm just going to add Small dollops. Next, we're going to go down with our Italian sausage. Alright, time to transfer this pizza to the oven. And we're just going to put it in there for about 10 to 13 minutes. Okay, so we have taken our pizza out of the oven. And now we're going to add our hot honey. And we're just going to let that sit and cool off. And let all that honey absorb into the pizza. Finally, we're going to garnish with some basil. Alright, let's cut into this. And that, my friends, is how you do a sausage ricotta hot honey pizza. I hope you give this a try, and I'll see you next time.